cielo sopra la città chiama per antiche strade la
Hey guys,
storia
welcome to the first episode of our Italian adventure, and we are kicking off in one of Italy's most vibrant and historic cities, the city of Naples. And I mean, just look at that view. You've got the city, the volcano, the sea, and it's like a postcard coming to life right in front of your eyes. As our plane begins its descent into Naples, the view from the window is nothing short of spectacular. And first, you'll notice the deep blue of the Tyrrhenian Sea, sparkling under the sunlight, with the coastline curving gently around the Bay of Naples. The city itself starts to come into focus, and it is a sprawling urban landscape with a mix of historic buildings, modern architecture, and patches of green parks. As the plane lowers even further, you can see the activity on the streets with tiny cars zipping through the traffic, people going about their daily lives, and the vibrant colors of Neapolitan life. The winding streets of the historic center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, reveal themselves as a dense maze of narrow alleyways, dotted with churches, piazzas, and bustling markets. Alright, so we've just landed in Naples, and let me tell you, this city hits you with energy the moment you step off the plane. First, it's raining and it's chaotic, it's loud, it's beautiful, and it's got more history packed into its streets than just about anywhere else in Italy. This is our hotel, and it looks like a small castle, hidden in the middle of this busy city, and when you are on the hotel grounds itself, it feels that you have been teleported to a nature's resort. It is drizzling, but today, we're not just here to see the sights because we are also diving deep into what makes Naples tick, from its ancient roots to its underground secrets. So, here's something you might not know. Beneath the busy streets of Naples, there's an entire world that dates back thousands of years. And this underground city is like a time capsule, with ancient aqueducts, forgotten temples, and secret passageways that have been here since the Greeks and Romans. We are now in the city center, and first thing we need to let you know is that parking in Naples can be a bit of a challenge and a pricey affair. We managed to find a private garage and it costs us €6 per hour, and we had to leave the car keys behind. The heart of Naples, its city center, is a living, breathing tapestry of history, culture, and vibrant life. And as you step into the historic core, you're immediately enveloped by the energy of a city that's been bustling for nearly 3,000 years. We are currently walking towards one of the largest and most important squares in Naples, serving as a bustling hub where history, politics, and everyday life converge. Piazza Municipio has been a focal point of Naples since ancient times, and located near the port and close to the historic center, it has always been a key area for commerce and governance. The Venus of the Rags is a powerful and thought-provoking contemporary artwork by Italian artist Michelangelo Pistoletto. And the artwork juxtaposes two seemingly contrasting elements: a classical sculpture of Venus, the Roman goddess of love and beauty, and a chaotic pile of colorful rags. The Venus figure is a replica of an ancient classical statue, and in contrast, the pile of rags in front of her is a mix of discarded, worn-out clothes, representing the transient, everyday aspects of life. But the most dominant feature of Piazza Municipio is Castel Nuovo, which towers over the square. And this imposing medieval fortress, with its massive walls and iconic triumphal arch, adds a dramatic backdrop to the piazza and is a constant reminder of Naples' royal past. Castel Nuovo was built in 1279 by Charles I of Anjou, the then King of Naples, who wanted a grand and imposing residence that reflected his power and influence. And the castle's strategic location near the sea and the city's main harbor made it an ideal defensive structure as well as a royal palace. One of the most striking features is the triumphal arch, which was added to the main entrance in the mid-15th century. This arch, built to celebrate the entry of Alfonso I of Aragon into Naples, is a masterpiece of Renaissance art. The castle's architecture is a blend of Gothic and Renaissance styles, reflecting the various rulers who expanded and modified it over time. And as you approach Castel Nuovo, you'll be struck by its massive size and the imposing towers that rise from its fortified walls. Stepping inside Castel Nuovo, you're immediately transported back in time. The central courtyard is spacious and often hosts art exhibitions and cultural events. And one of the highlights is the Palatine Chapel, a beautifully preserved Gothic chapel with stunning frescoes and an intricately carved ceiling. And well, there are 5 main towers, each named after a saint: San Giorgio, San Gennaro, San Giovanni, Santa Barbara, and the imposing Torre dell'Oro, or Tower of Gold. Like many ancient castles, Castel Nuovo is shrouded in mystery and legend. And one of the most famous tales involves the ghost of Queen Joanna I of Naples, who is said to haunt the castle after being accused of conspiring to murder her husband. And there are also stories of secret tunnels and hidden treasures buried deep within the castle's walls. Today, Castel Nuovo serves as a museum and cultural hub. Visitors can explore its many rooms and towers, learning about the castle's rich history and the various dynasties that have left their mark on Naples. We continued along one of Naples' notable streets, via Vittorio Emanuele III, towards our next destination. And the first thing you will notice are the bronze horses, 2 striking equestrian statues located near Castel Nuovo, an impressive sight that add to the grandeur of the area. The street itself is named after the King of Italy, who ruled from 1900 to 1946, and it reflects a period in Italian history when cities were being modernized and expanded in honor of the ruling monarchs. Further up, the road veered slightly to the left, and we were in front of this magnificent and historic shopping gallery, known as Galleria Umberto I. This is a striking example of late 19th century architecture that was designed by the architect Giovanni Sant'Angelo and built between 1887 and 1891. And the gallery is renowned for its stunning iron and glass dome, which rises to a height of about 56 meters. The interior features a central, cross-shaped atrium with 4 arms radiating outwards, each lined with elegant shops and cafes. And the mosaic-tiled floors and marble columns add to the gallery's opulent appearance, creating an atmosphere of grandeur and sophistication. The gallery shares architectural similarities with the famous Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II in Milan. And both galleries are fine examples of 19th century shopping arcades designed in the Art Nouveau style, showcasing the grandeur and technological advances of the era. And they feature elegant glass and iron structures that reflect the architectural trends of the time. The Galleria Umberto I was part of Naples' broader urban transformation project aimed at modernizing the city's infrastructure and aesthetics. And it was named in honor of King Umberto I of Italy, reflecting the era's sense of national pride and progress. Visitors to the gallery can enjoy a wide range of shopping options, from high-end boutiques to local artisanal shops. The dining options include elegant cafes and restaurants, perfect for a leisurely meal or a coffee break. But for us, we preferred to stop by this unique pizza shop, just a few steps further away from the gallery. And boy, oh boy, this shop makes one of the finest pizza that I have ever tasted. Another iconic landmark next to the gallery is the San Carlo Theatre, which is one of the most prestigious opera houses in Italy and the oldest continuously active opera house in Europe. Nearby is also Fontana del Carciofo, and we are right next to it, making our way towards one of Naples' most famous public spaces. Look at these delicious pastries. Just their bright colors are so tantalizing and makes you salivate. Anyway, let us stay focused. So I was just saying that we are now making our way to one of Naples' most famous public spaces, and it is known as Piazza del Plebiscito. Well, it seems that I walked too fast and left my husband behind, or maybe he stopped for one of these delicious pastries. Once reunited, we walked to the piazza, and it is surrounded by significant buildings and offers a wide, open area for visitors to enjoy. Piazza del Plebiscito is a vast, oval-shaped square that stretches over 25,000 square meters, and its spacious layout is framed by impressive buildings and offers a grand open space that frequently hosts public events, concerts, and gatherings. Adjacent to the square, the Teatro di San Carlo is the oldest continuously active opera house in Europe and a major cultural landmark. Designed by the architect Giovanni Antonio Madrono and completed in 1737, the theatre is renowned for its opulent interior and world-class performances. And facing the square, the Royal Palace was the residence of the Spanish and later Bourbon kings of Naples. Built in the 17th century, it features a stunning facade and grand rooms that reflect the opulence of the Neapolitan monarchy. And the palace also houses the Palazzo Reale Museum, which showcases historical artifacts and royal collections. The palace's main entrance faces this iconic square, creating a striking visual connection between the historical building and its surrounding public space. The current structure reflects the Baroque style with neoclassical influences, particularly evident in its grand facade and interior spaces. The palace features opulent royal apartments that were used by the Bourbon monarchs of Naples. And these rooms are richly decorated with period furnishings, intricate frescoes, and luxurious textiles. Key rooms include the throne room, with its ornate ceiling and lavish decor, and the festive hall, used for ceremonial occasions. And there is a museum within the palace that showcases a range of historical artifacts, including royal regalia, paintings, and period furniture. And the museum offers insights into the life and times of the Neapolitan royalty, as well as the palace's role in the history of Naples. This is the Fallen Soldier of Molosiglio, a dramatic and poignant scene with a soldier lying on the ground with a gunshot wound to his head. And the sculpture captures a moment of defeat and loss, evoking strong emotional responses from viewers. The Molosiglio Gardens are located adjacent to the Royal Palace of Naples, near the harbour area. And the gardens offer a scenic view over the Bay of Naples and the bustling port area, providing a tranquil contrast to the grandeur of the palace. From the Royal Palace, you can enjoy expansive views of the Molosiglio Gardens and the waterfront. But for now, let us explore the Palace Gardens, a serene and elegant escape from the grandeur of the palace's architecture. The gardens were designed during the reign of the Bourbon kings, particularly under King Ferdinand I, and the layout reflects the formal garden style popular in the 18th and 19th centuries, featuring geometric patterns, manicured lawns, and classical elements. Various statues and sculptures are placed throughout the gardens, contributing to their artistic and historical significance. And these pieces often reflect themes of mythology, history, and classical art. Today, the palace gardens are open to visitors, allowing them to explore and enjoy the historical and artistic beauty of the space. And from the gardens you can have amazing views of the Castel Nuovo in the background, and seen from here it looks even more imposing. Guided tours and special events often take place in the gardens, providing insights into their history and significance. And the gardens are accessible through the Royal Palace of Naples, with entry points leading from the palace's main areas. Finally, the Royal Palace also houses an impressive library and archives, containing historical documents and rare books. And the library reflects the intellectual and cultural interests of the Bourbon dynasty and serves as an important resource for researchers and historians. We are now back at the Piazza del Plebiscito, and at the other end of the square stands the Church of San Francesco di Paola, which is inspired by Rome's Pantheon. Its position at the end of the square makes it a central and striking feature in the cityscape. And the church was designed by the architect Pietro Bianchi and completed in 1816. And the design itself was inspired by the Pantheon in Rome, reflecting the neoclassical architectural style. The church features a circular plan with a large dome, similar in concept to the Pantheon. And the facade is adorned with a portico supported by Corinthian columns, creating a sense of grandeur and symmetry. The dome of the church is one of its most impressive features. It is a massive, hemispherical structure that dominates the skyline, creating a dramatic and visually striking effect. The interior of the church is spacious and circular, with a high, vaulted ceiling that complements the dome. The altar is centrally located, and the surrounding space is designed to focus attention on the main liturgical area. The name Piazza del Plebiscito reflects the referendum held in 1860, which marked the annexation of the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies into the Kingdom of Italy. And the square symbolizes Naples' integration into the unified Italian state. And without question, the square is a popular tourist destination, offering visitors a chance to explore its historical landmarks, enjoy the architectural beauty, and relax in the open space. And the surrounding area is filled with cafes, restaurants, and shops that cater to both locals and tourists. As you exit Piazza del Plebiscito and head down via Cesario Console, you'll immediately notice the transition from the grand, open space of the square to the bustling, urban environment of the street. If you proceed down via Cesario Console, you will eventually reach the Porticciolo Molosiglio, a picturesque harbour area near the waterfront. And the street provides a direct route to this charming marina, offering a scenic and cultural transition from the bustling city centre to the serene waterfront. So let us take a walk there and I will tell you a bit more about it. But first, there is a statue of Augustus Caesar, the first Roman emperor, near the bay. And it represents Augustus in a dignified and authoritative pose, reflecting his status and importance in Roman history. Porticciolo Molosiglio is a small, historic harbour located near the Royal Palace of Naples and the Molosiglio Gardens. And it's known for its picturesque setting, with beautiful views of the bay and the historical buildings that surround it. The harbour offers stunning views of the Bay of Naples and is an excellent place to take a leisurely stroll or relax by the water. And the area is often frequented by visitors looking to escape the busier parts of the city and enjoy a peaceful setting. Let us walk along this part of town and make it back towards the Piazza Municipio while I tell you a bit about the history of Naples. Naples is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. Its history dates back to ancient Greece when it was founded as a Greek colony named Neapolis, meaning new city. In the 4th century BC, Naples became part of the Roman Republic and later the Roman Empire. And it was a prominent city in the Roman world, known for its intellectual and cultural contributions. And the Romans admired its pleasant climate and strategic location. The city flourished during the Renaissance and Baroque periods, becoming a major cultural and artistic hub. And in the 19th century, Naples became part of the Kingdom of Italy after the unification of Italy in 1861. And it faced various challenges during World War II but has since emerged as a dynamic and culturally rich city. Naples is located in southern Italy, along the western coast of the Italian peninsula, on the northern shore of the Bay of Naples. And it lies about 225 kilometers south of Rome. The city is situated at the foot of Mount Vesuvius, an active volcano that has historically impacted the region, most famously during the eruption in AD 79 that buried Pompeii and Herculaneum. And in our next episode, we will bring you to all these locations and we will have a full tour of Pompeii itself. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so that you do not miss out on this epic adventure. The metropolitan area of Naples covers approximately 117 square kilometers and as of recent estimates, the city has a population of almost 1 million residents. And the larger metropolitan area has a population of about 3 million people, making it one of the largest urban areas in Italy. We are now near the Castel Nuovo, and seen from the Bay Area, it stands as an imposing and majestic structure. And its combination of defensive towers, grand entrance, and Renaissance embellishments create a striking silhouette against the backdrop of the Bay of Naples. And that, my fellow travelers, is Naples. From our breathtaking aerial view as we approached the city, all the way down to its vibrant heart, and the blend of history, culture, and sheer beauty has been nothing short of mesmerizing. We wandered through the city center, with its layers of history revealing themselves at every turn. And the grandeur of Castel Nuovo loomed majestically from the bay, its towers standing as witnesses to centuries of stories. The bustling Piazza Municipio added a modern twist to Naples' timeless charm. And then, as we strolled through the historical Piazza del Plebiscito, the stunning royal palace unfolded before us, with its serene Molosiglio gardens providing a peaceful contrast to the bustling city. One thing to take note, the traffic in Naples can be chaotic and the roads can be very narrow. So you really need to be patient and drive with care, especially when there is two-way traffic and with so many vehicles parked by the roadside. Naples has shown us that it's a city where every corner tells a story, from ancient ruins to Renaissance grandeur, all wrapped in that irresistible southern Italian warmth. And so, what's been your favorite part of this journey? Drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another adventure with World with Wife. Next stop, Pompeii. So get ready for those jaw-dropping views. And until next time, keep exploring and let the world surprise you. Ciao.